You know, folks, ThruNite is a name we've heard a lot of these days in the flashlight world. They've been in business quite a while and have a pretty decent established reputation in the market. One way they've done this is by making high quality products at an affordable price. So far, every ThruNite light I've tried has been solidly built with respectable performance and very user friendly. This light's no different. Today, we're looking at an offering from them that is an amazing thrower. This is the ThruNite Catapult Pro. Let's check it out. Alright folks, welcome back. So the Catapult Pro we're talking about today. This thing is an amazing thrower. If you need a flashlight that's more like a spotlight, this is what you want. This is probably my first venture into something this bright. I've had some bright flashlights before, but this thing just, it seems it's less about the lumens and more about the candela with this thing. It throws really, really far. The output on it's 2713 lumens, and we're going to try to keep it from rolling off the table. It's got an upgraded SFT70 lens that produces a really nice balanced beam with distance up to 1,005 meters. Now, the candela on this, like I mentioned before, is a 250,000 candela. That should give you an amazing throw with all that concentrated light way out there for you. The LED in it is an SFT70. It's pretty special. It's topped with an AR-coated lens, mineral glass lens. Gives you a little more throw while maintaining a nice high output. And I see that I got some stuff on my lens. I'll have to wipe that off with my cloth later. But definitely a very, very long distance throwing light. Now this light is powered by a very large battery in there. I'm going to take it out and show you here and talk to you about it for a minute. It's a 5,000 milliamp hour, flat top protected 26650 battery. Good for 18.5 watt hours. Yeah, we're actually into watt hours now. That thing is amazing. Now, while I got this apart, we're going to talk quickly about the body itself. It's constructed from aerospace-grade aluminum. The rugged construction on this allows it to withstand a drop from 1.5 meters with ease. The knurling on the body is specially designed for a firm grip, and the hidden lanyard hole and the holster allow good portability. Now, you'll see the hidden lanyard hole here, right in there. And I really like the knurling on this. It's a big flashlight, and the battery kind of evens it out so it's not front heavy. But it's a very large flashlight, and it's definitely comfortable in your hand. And the knurling on it lets you get a good purchase on it without it sliding out of your hand. But it's not overly aggressive and obnoxious. Now as you saw there, you do have O-ring sealing every joint for water protection. I believe it's IPX8 water protected. Very simple to easy to use. You've got your button over here. This will take care of all your modes. There is a charge indicator on it. Okay, you see it's blue. We'll go through the different colors. On the back of that, okay, you have your USB-C charging output. It is a little difficult to get this back in there, but you do want to make sure you get it in there to maintain that IPX8 rating. Once it's in there, you give it a good push, and you see it's nice and flush. The nice part about this, previous ThruNites, I'll be honest, when I played with a couple of them before, you kind of have a hard time finding the button. It's like, where's the button? And you're pushing this thing, Like, oh no, here it is. This is very easy in the dark to find the button. I can flip it around right there, and my finger's directed right to it, because you can feel it, yet it doesn't stick out a whole lot. It's fairly flush, but it's very distinct feeling, so you're on that button, and you're right there. Now, this light has 5 brightness levels, okay? Brightness levels, I should say. Firefly, Infinity Low, Infinity High, Turbo, and Strobe. So this is great for tons of different scenarios like hunting, search and rescue, law enforcement. It's a big light, and I did mention the holster, so here it is. It is included. It is a big light, but if you really need the brightness to reach out there, that's definitely the way to go. That thing is ridiculously bright. So let's get into the operation of the light itself, okay? The first thing you're going to do when you get this, it's going to be a little bit unscrewed, like this, so it can't accidentally trigger. You're just going to tighten it down, like that, and there you go. So you're good, okay? To lock and unlock, under the lockout mode, you're going to press and hold the side switch to unlock the flashlight. Under the Firefly mode, you're going to press and hold the side switch to access the lockout mode. So if you push this down and hold it, you will get that Firefly mode. The lights are actually shining back on the reflector, but you see the Firefly mode. Let's turn up the top so you can kind of see what it looks like. See? Okay, so there's your Firefly mode right in there. Now, if you want to undo that, you just push and hold, and there it goes. It's off. So that's how you do that. After the light's unlocked, you single click the side switch to turn it on and off, of course. There you go. See, we're on and off. I have it on. There you go. On and off. Okay. If you want to get into turbo mode from any mode, okay, so we'll start here. We'll get into turbo mode. You just got to double click, and that's turbo. If you want to get into the strobe from any mode, you go 1, 2, 3. And there's your strobe. Very, very simple to operate. This also can ramp up as well. It does have the ramp up feature. I'm going to try and turn it down to, it'll ramp down here. You'll notice it's ramping down. Then I push, and it will ramp up. See how it's getting brighter? So, definitely a cool little feature on it. It does ramp up and down, but you do have the option of clicking it individually and setting the modes. So you're not stuck in that ramp up or down. If you need that bright light fast, you turn it on, double click, and you got your thing right there. You got your turbo. Now, I did mention the indicator light here, okay? Now, during charging, the indicator is going to be red. You're going to just charge this with the included cable here, and it's just a USB-C cable. As you can tell, I haven't even used this one yet. I just used one that I had set up already in the room out here. So that indicator is going to be red, okay? When it turns blue, that means it's fully charged. When the indicator flashes purple, and you'll see the purple, you'll know it's purple, that means there's abnormal charging. Either it's not tightened down or something's wrong with the battery, you'll see it. So when it's charging, it'll be red. When it's done, it'll be blue. And you have your levels of blue, red, orange, all the way out there to tell you how charged up this is. Like if I turn it on right now, you can see it's blue. When it starts going orange or red, you know it's time to charge it back up. They did not give me a list of what the numbers mean. But honestly, once I see it go orange, I'm going to charge it up anyway. So I'm not real worried about that. So we're going to take this outside. I'm going to show you what it looks like. Now, I did these tests on separate days at 2 separate places. One is over at the low-power FM radio station that I do a preparedness-related radio show on. And the other is, of course, in my driveway. I wanted to give you guys a familiar setting as well as one that isn't so familiar and let you see both of them at the same time. So let's start out with the 2 I shot of the radio station, and then we will do the one in front. All right, so I'm down here. Actually, this is the backyard of our radio station in town here. And I'm doing this with my cell phone, so I wanted you to see. Okay? Look at how bright that thing is. That's the full turbo mode. Look at that. That's insane. See if we can catch anything. Look at that. Going up into the air. Coming off that. That is really bright. I'm trying to get it on something that's far away. There you go. You can see how far this beam goes. That stop sign's a good 1,000 yards away. So, there you go. Thought we'd go up the tower a little. There's the moon. Yeah, there you go. All the way up to the antennas on the top. So we're going to try this out in a little bit in the darkness here. It's just kind of just dusk right now. You can see how bright this thing is. So we'll try it out when it gets fully dark after the radio show's over. All right, so you can kind of see here. Getting a nice bright light. That thing shoots all the way down. That house is a good, probably, I don't know, 1,500 yards away. Pretty far away. I want to show you the beam we're getting out of this thing. If I can show you. There we go. That's just amazing. It's just like one big beam. I'm going to go up into my tree here, so you can see what it looks like on the tree. And it's a lot darker than it looks on camera. I'm actually surprised how bright it looks on the camera. So you can kind of see how good this thing is as a spotlight. Put it on turbo. There we go. See the power pole over there? That's turbo. That thing is ridiculously bright. Look at that. That's insane. All right, so we're just going to walk around a little bit. We'll take it down the street some. I wonder if I can hit that radio tower over there. Is the radio tower blinking? It is hitting it. It is lighting it up. That's crazy. All right, and that's a good 5 miles away. I doubt it's reaching that far, but it's doing a pretty good job lighting up telephone poles. So that gives you a little more familiar environment, something you're probably used to seeing here. My front yard with this light, and definitely am impressed by it. So let's get it back inside and finish up the video. Really quick, wanted to show you what you get in the box after that impressive display. That's really wild. I could not believe that it was going all the way up that antenna tower. because that's a good 140 feet up. Again, not really a challenge for a thrower like that, but you did see where it hit the house that was over 1,000 yards away from my front driveway. So that's pretty darn impressive. I was even, I think, able to light up that really tall, off in the distance, red flashing cell phone tower light. Not sure. It looked like I was hitting it, but it could have been fog in front of it. It was kind of a foggy night. So let's talk about the dimensions on this. It's 5.93 inches by 2.56 inches wide and 1.3 inches thick. Okay, through there. Weight on it, 1.01 pounds. Kind of heavy, but you're going to be using this for a specific purpose. The reflector is a smooth peel reflector. I can't tell if it's just polished plastic or stainless steel. I'd be willing to bet it's stainless steel from the heat. So that's a smooth peel reflector. Your output times, okay, your run times. Turbo will be for 9 minutes at 2713 lumens, okay? It will then drop down to 961 lumens for 90 minutes. Your Infinity High, which is 1482 lumens, will run for 24 minutes. Then it will drop down to 909 lumens for 120 minutes. Infinity Low is 42 lumens. That will run for 53 hours. Firefly, which is 0.7 lumens for 42 days. Now, you guys saw Firefly when I started. Okay? Imagine in an emergency, that's the only light you got, but it will run for 42 days. That's pretty darn impressive, gotta say. That's really awesome. All right, and the strobe is 776 lumens. That will run for 3 hours. Your max beam distance, they say, is 1,005 meters. It's impact resistant to 1.5 meters, and like we mentioned before, IPX8 rated standard to 2 meters. So you can drop this and not worry about it breaking. The price on it, $99.99. So let's face it, $100. Very competitive pricing for a light in this range. We've even seen Olights that are more expensive than that. So very impressive for a light in this range that does what this can do as far as the beam and the throw on it. I will have a link down below where you can check it out. There is a coupon on Amazon. Again, I'm not responsible for this coupon. You can save 15% with the coupon. What you do is it's right under the price. You know where they have the price? Right under there, tick this box and you'll save 15%. So you can save 15% for a limited time. Now, again, I'm making this video today. 2 years from now, if you're watching this video, or 6 months from now, that may not be there, just so you know. So there is a discount on it right now if you run over there and check it out. I'm really impressed with it. With 3,500 feet of throw, that's just insane. I mean, that's really, really, really bright. And the ThruNite Catapult Pro has definitely impressed me. And this is going to be one of those flashlights that I keep around for me, because there are situations, especially out here in the desert, where you're looking for something or someone, and that can really, really come in handy. Anyway, folks, I will have a link for it down in the store down below. Don't forget to check out our Amazon affiliate store. If there's nothing in the store you like, just click the link and shop as you normally would. We really appreciate that. We have a freeze-dried wholesalers link. That link saves you 15% on anything you're getting from freeze-dried wholesalers. Our My Patriot Supply link, that's preparewithiridium.com. Right down below, you can get yourself some really good deals on long-term storage food, 25-year shelf life, 3-month supply, $200 off this month. So check it out. And our Thrive Life freeze-dried food store. And I thank you guys for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.